questions to use at work. We're also going to talk about some sample answers you can use to respond to these questions. Today, I'm going to focus on 3 specific groups of questions. Questions about status updates for something you're working on, questions about timeline, and finally I'm going to talk about deadline questions and a feedback question also. So today I'm going to share some sample answers for these questions, but if you have a question you want to add or a sample answer for these questions, please feel free to put it in the chat. That would be super cool. While we wait, I have 2 super quick announcements. The first one is about this banner at the bottom of the screen. You can find all of the information that you need from the link below the video if you're watching on YouTube or above the video if you're watching on Facebook. Check the link below the video to find all of the information. I think we're going to maybe see it on screen here in just a second. You can find free PDF cheat sheets at EnglishClass101.com. So if you want to check this out, you have not seen it maybe in a little while, our team has added some new PDF cheat sheets here. So you can download all of these, you can print them out, you can put them on your phone to check them. So find all of the information from the link below the video here or above the video up here to get all of that information. They are 100% free. You just need your name and your email address in order to find all of the details for that. Cool. So that is announcement number 1. Also, I see lots of people are now joining us. Welcome everybody in the chat. Hello to everybody in the YouTube chat. Hi, Carlos and Natalie and Leonardo from Brazil. What's up, Super Puma? Hi, Stanley, Lucian, Levando, Cecil, Faja, Jonathan, Valen, Patrick. What's up, everybody? Hi, welcome. Oh, we have, oh, sorry guys, I was saying the wrong thing. I couldn't see the banner. The 2,000 word ebook, that is the correct one for today then. So I'll say hello quickly to everybody on the Facebook live stream as well. Facebook, I don't see anybody on Facebook. Oh, Messias, hello everybody. So real quick, sorry guys, I said the wrong thing for the, to tell you what to check for in the link today. You can find our 2,000 word ebook here. This is the 2,000 words of English. You can find this at EnglishClass101.com. You will find all of the different words that are used in everyday English communication in this ebook, okay? All right, let's take a look now at our topic for today. I am going to like and share the video. If you have not, please make sure to hit the like and share button at the same time as me. There it goes. Okay, cool. So now let's get into today's topic. We have a lot to cover. So let's begin with part 1, status updates. I'm going to slow down a bit now. So, status updates. Let's begin with our key question for this point. I chose one key question and a lot of sample answers because there are a lot of different ways to answer this question, and we can add some more questions to this as we go today. So, question, how's task going or coming along? All right, I want to include a point here. How's task going or how's task coming? These can be used without along, like this, like how's the proposal going or how's the new design coming, yeah? So with this, we can insert any task here. So think about your work, or if you're a student, you can use anything you have to do at school. That's also okay. So use anything, any task or assignment, like your homework, here, yeah? And then choose going or coming, yeah? How's the proposal going? How's the new design going or coming? Not both, not both. Choose one. How's the proposal coming? How's the new design coming? Finally, I included along here. Along is sometimes added to the end of the sentence. We do not need to use it here. It's just a way to say you recognize that task is continuing, okay? So use this if you want, you do not have to. Both are correct, with and without, okay? But I want to focus a lot today on the answers to these questions, okay? So let's take a look at some different ways, 4 different ways we can answer how's the task going or how's the task coming. Possible answer number 1. It's going good. It's going good. Notice here I've used going, not coming, yeah? Going is used in the answer to this. We don't usually in American English say it's coming good. We usually say it's going good. It's going good or it's going okay. It's going great is also excellent, okay? So it's going good. That's the best answer. It's going good. 2, if you want to give some extra information about the different tasks inside your work, use this. I finished X and am going to do Y next. I finished X and am going to do Y next. What does X mean and what does Y mean here? Let's take an example situation, okay? So let's say the task is a proposal, all right? How's the proposal going? Or how's the proposal coming? You can say, I finished the introduction. I finished the introduction and am going to do the design next. Or I'm going to do the conclusion next. Or I'm going to do the research next, right? So we have 2 small pieces inside the main task in example 2, answer 2, okay? So how's the proposal going? Oh, I finished step 1, am going to do step 2 next. It depends on your task. You can send a few examples in the chat, okay? All right, let's look at number 3. Number 3 is in red because it's a negative, a more negative answer, all right? I'm having trouble with. I'm having trouble with blank, okay? So when you are working on something, but there's a problem, you can use this answer. How's the proposal going? I'm having trouble with the design, or I'm having trouble with the research, okay? This shows, 1, you are working, okay? This shows you are working on it, but you need some help, okay? So you can also say, good, but I'm having trouble. Okay, but I'm having trouble. This is a good way to express that you need some help, something is difficult for you, you want to fix it, okay? If you say bad, it's not helpful, right? So use I'm having trouble with, and then here we will use a noun phrase, okay? I'm having trouble with, let's see, with the research, for example, in the proposal, or the research for this project I'm doing. I'm having trouble with the research, or I'm having trouble with the organization, or something like that, of your presentation, right? So use a noun phrase here. I'm having trouble with noun phrase, okay? All right, some examples are coming in. Maigualida wrote, I finished the chapter, now I'm writing, oh, I see. I finished chapter 1, now I'm writing chapter 2. Nice, there's a good one. Okay, so that follows this pattern in a nice way, a little bit different, okay? Cool, let's go to the last one then. The last one, how's the task going, or how's the task coming? Number 4 is kind of negative sometimes. Maybe you're very busy, right? I haven't started yet. I haven't started yet, okay? This means, actually a lot, okay? Key in this sentence, yet. This shows you plan to start, okay? It's very important. This very small word, yet, shows you plan to begin, okay? Maybe, for example, maybe your boss is really, really pushy or really aggressive, yeah? They say, in the morning, please do this task. And you say, okay. And then an hour later, say, how's the task going? You're like, oh, I haven't started yet. Like, I'm really busy. I have many tasks to do, yeah? I haven't started yet shows I am going to start. This is also correct. I haven't started. But it doesn't have the same feeling of like, I'm going to do it, yeah? I haven't started. Oops, it sounds like a mistake. I haven't started yet sounds like it's in my mind, I am going to do it, okay? So these are 4 different ways that you can respond to a question for a status update, okay? All right. I'm looking at the chat. Robson wrote, how's the project going? I finished it, but it could be better. Okay, so maybe that's a good, you can think about how to phrase it, how to say it when you report to your manager, right? Report to your boss. If you come to your boss and say, hi, it's done, but it's not good. It's not a very good look for you, right? It doesn't sound very good. You could say instead, I finished it, but could I get your opinion about this? Or could I get your opinion about how to fix something, something, something? So if you feel, I finished it, I did it, but you feel low confidence, I will include one more here. Let's put a number 5 on the board. I think you can see that. Okay, yes. So I finished it, or let's say it's done, but could I get your opinion on blah, 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 blah. But could I get your opinion on, is that hard to see? Sorry. It's done, but could I get, that's a G, sorry, my writing's a little sloppy at this angle, get your opinion on noun phrase. But could I get your opinion on the design? Could I get your opinion on this part? For example, this part is a good one. So why is this one good? This is a good response because it shows, one, you did the task. Yay, you are effective, good job. So you did the task, number 1. 2, you want to improve. And 3, you think your boss or your manager's opinion is valuable. Okay, so this is a much better response. Use this response instead of, it's done, but it's not good. It's done, but it could be better. Instead, show that you respect your boss, you respect your manager, ask for their opinion. This is a much better way to do that. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for other questions and answers that are appropriate for me to read in the live stream. Someone is sending a bunch of weird stuff. Great. Okay. Hello to everybody that is joining now. Okay, I don't see anything. Maybe we could scroll down a little bit more. Control desk. Okay. I'm having trouble with this assignment, says Paloma. Nice one. I'm having trouble with this assignment. Yeah. So if you need help, you could say, can you help me with blah, blah, blah. So can you help me, or can you give me some feedback? We're going to get to that later. Okay, let's move on to part 2. Part 2 is about timelines, but very quickly, in case you missed it earlier, I want to remind you about this banner at the bottom of the screen that says download your free 2,000-word e-book. You can find the core words of English from this link right here. This will take you to EnglishClass101.com's 2,000-word ebook. These are the core words of English. The core words of English are the most important words for everyday communication. Yeah? So if you want to study the most important words first, go download this ebook. You will find all of the most important daily life words, words to use at the office, at school, out and about when you're shopping. Everything you need for daily communication right here. So go check that out. That is free. You can find that from the link below the video if you're watching on YouTube, and above the video if you're watching on Facebook. Okay, let's continue on to part 2. If you haven't, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Also share as well, because it helps other people find the lesson. Don't we love that? We love that. All right, hello everybody that is saying hello. What is up? Let's go. Part 2, timelines. Timelines. Okay, timelines are super important at your work and at your school. So let's talk about one big question and some possible answers, okay? Oh, sorry, I'm wrong. I put 2 questions in this, sorry. We're gonna talk about 2 main questions here. First, question 1, when can you have this finished? When can you have this finished? Okay, so this one is a question usually from a boss to their employee. Maybe it's from a teammate to a teammate, okay? When can you have this finished? So in this situation, imagine you have a task. You want to give it to someone. I want you to do this task. When can you finish this, right? This one is another common polite way we use. When can you have this finished, okay? When is it possible? That means no deadline from me, but I want to know your schedule. When can you do this, okay? How do we answer this question? Let's look at 3 possible answers. So, when can you have this finished? Oh, I can have this done by tomorrow. I can have this done by tomorrow, okay? Now, there's a lot of, oh, sorry, I erased it a little bit. So, there's a lot of little words in here. I can have this done. I can have this done by tomorrow. We need all of those little words, not just I can done, or I can have this, or I can do, right? I can have this done by tomorrow, okay? That means it is possible, it is okay for me to finish this by tomorrow, okay? So by is used here. Another important point. By means that before tomorrow is also possible. What? Before tomorrow is also possible. Maybe today is also possible, okay? By tomorrow. So we can use by here. We do not use on, okay? So I can have this done by tomorrow. If you cannot remember all of that, you can remove this. Just say by tomorrow. By tomorrow is okay also. Many people use this one, by tomorrow. Okay, good. Let's continue to possible answer 2. I think I can do it by next week. I think I can do it by next week. Here we have this very soft expression. I think I can do it by next week. I think. All right? This one, number 2, shows you're not super sure. You're not 100% sure. I think I can do it by next week, okay? Again, we have this by preposition here, by, okay? So that means before next week, also possible, but at the latest next week, okay? That's like the end point for my timeline, okay? Last one, number 3. I'll have it done today. I'll have it done today. Let's break this one down. I'll, we have this have it done again, yeah? This is I will, right? I will have it done today. Don't say I will have it done today. It sounds like a robot, okay? Use this contracted form. I'll have it done today. What does this mean? I will. That means I decided just now. I will have it done. Or you can say I'll do it today. Also okay. That means it's right away. I made the decision now. I know right now when I can do this. I can do this today, okay? I'll have it done today, all right? We don't use by today because it's like today is happening now. So it sounds strange to say by now. We don't use by today. You can say by the end of the day, by a certain time in the future. For example, by 8 p.m. or by lunchtime or by end of working hours. Those are okay, but we don't say by today so much in this kind of pattern. So these are very confident ways to answer, and one that's not 100%, but it shows you know your timelines. Okay, I think I can do it by next week. All right, let's take a look at the questions in the chat. Margarita, where is the link for the book? Check the YouTube description under the YouTube video in the YouTube description. Link right there. Sonai says, I can have this done by tomorrow. Perfect. Love that. Someone, I can't read your name, I will do it tomorrow. Great answer. Okay. Jonathan wrote, I might have this report on sales done by the end of the week. I might. Okay. I mean, it's grammatically correct. Remember, you are at work. You want your boss to think you are good at your job. I might. Doesn't sound very strong and confident in yourself, right? I might have it done by the end of the week. I don't know, right? So say, I think I can do it by the end of the week. Might sounds a little too, maybe not so confident. Okay. Let's see. Paloma wrote, I'll have it done by Friday. Okay. Facebook, I think I can't finish it, my boss. Excuse me. Okay. So if you want to say that you cannot do it, what should you do? That's a good one. So usually it's a little bit tricky to answer this one nicely. when can you have this finished? If the answer is not a good answer, like, uh-oh, I don't know, you can say, I'm not sure. My schedule is full at the moment. I'm not sure. My schedule is full at the moment. Okay? Why is this a good response here? All right. So one, I'm not sure. Sorry, that's a little bit difficult to see. I'm not sure. Maybe let's go with this. I'm not sure, ... That sounds like, I'm not sure. My schedule is full at the moment. This expresses you have lots of tasks right now. Okay? It shows you are working really hard right now. So that's the reason you don't know when you can get this task done. Okay? I'm not sure. My schedule is full at the moment. And then you can follow up with one of the questions we will talk about later. Okay? I'm not sure. My schedule is full at the moment. So right now. This is a polite way to say it right now, at the moment. Okay. John on, I hope I said your name right, John Contreras, hi, on Facebook. Great question. What's the difference between timeline and deadline? Great question. Let's break this down. I have time, yeah? Okay. Let's see. A timeline shows us when things happen, yeah? So we can think about, oh, thank you, Control Desk. So we can think about this like months in a year. So what month is it right now? It's now October, just beginning of October. October, November, December, January, February, right? A timeline shows us when do things happen. So on this day, we'll do X task, and on this day, we'll do Y task, and on this day, we'll do Z task, okay? A timeline shows us, oh, this is when everything will happen. A deadline marks the end point for something, okay? So like, that's the last chance to do a task, okay? So in this case, what did I put? February. February is the deadline for my new project, okay? I must do X, Y, and Z task on this timeline by the deadline. So the timeline shows us when everything happens, yeah? The deadline is the last chance to finish something or the last chance to do something. I hope that helps you. Okay, let's go to the chat. I saw some other things in the chat. My Gualida wrote, I can have this done by the beginning of next week. Nice one. So using that by preposition is very important. Harsh wrote, I guess I will likely to finish by tomorrow. So instead of I guess sounds a little too casual. I guess also sounds very like it's not important. We use I guess with friends, yeah? I guess I can have it done by tomorrow. That's not a good feeling for work. It doesn't sound good for work, okay? I do not recommend using I guess at work. I recommend I think I can finish it by tomorrow. I think I can finish it by tomorrow. I recommend that. Let's see, other ones. Hello, everybody that is joining. Tuta-san wrote, I'll need to check, but I can give you an update soon. Nice one. I like that one. That's a good one. A good way to answer this one. I need to check. I'll give you an update soon. Nice one. All right. Let's be done there because we have the last part to talk about. So very, very quickly, I'll remind you once more about this glorious banner at the bottom of the screen. It says 2,000 word ebook. You can find the 2,000 core words of English from the link below the video if you're watching on YouTube or above the video if you're watching on Facebook. Check the link up here, Facebook, or maybe it's over here on YouTube. Find it down here under the video. It is free. You need your name and your email address. These are the 2,000 most commonly used words in English. These are the words you will use in your everyday communication. So check it out. It is free, a great boost to your vocabulary learning. All right, let's go to the last part. The last part, I have selected 3 key questions to cover. Question number 1, when is task due? When is task due? So this is a good question to ask when your boss comes to you and says, can you do this? Right? Please do this for me. You can say, when is that due? For example, when is the project due? Or when is the proposal due? When is the design due? okay? So due here means when do I need to submit it, okay? When is the deadline? That's what this question means. So it's due tomorrow, right? This one, it's due tomorrow. This one is very common when you are a student. When you're at school, your homework is often due tomorrow. It's due tomorrow means the deadline is tomorrow, okay? The deadline is tomorrow. Please turn it in tomorrow, okay? Second, can you have it to me by date? Can you have it to me by date, okay? So you might be like, why are there two questions here? That's kind of strange. So if you ask your boss, when is this proposal due? Your boss might say, can you have it to me by next week? Or can you have it to me by the 1st of the month? As a question, this is a nice way to say, is this okay for your work schedule right now? Can you have it to me, again, here's our friend by, can you have it to me by the date, okay? Sometimes people might use on as well. On is also okay. Can you have it to me on Tuesday? Means I want it done Tuesday, like please. Before is probably okay, but on Tuesday, I must have it on Tuesday. Sometimes people use on to mean that. Usually they use by because it means any time before is also okay. So this is a nice polite way to say, here is a deadline, is that okay for you? Can you have it to me by date? Okay, others, hello. Someone on Facebook wrote they tried the link a few times before and there's nothing in their email. I hope that the support desk can check in on that. I have read the comment out loud. Support desk, check it out. All right, let's go to the, My Gualida has another good one. Can you have it to me by the end of this month? And Natalie wrote, can you give me the proposal by tomorrow? Love that, great work. All right, let's go to our last 2 points quickly. Next one, when do you want task done? When do you want task done? Variation of this, right? When do you want task done? Let's cover the easiest way to respond to these. For a deadline, so this question is, what is the deadline? Give me a deadline. What is your deadline for this task, right? Easiest way to do that is with by plus the deadline. By 3 p.m., by next week, by tomorrow, by the 1st of the month. So yes, you can remove these long sentences we've been talking about today. Use by plus the deadline to answer if you're worried about not being clear, okay? By plus the deadline. All right, let's go to the last one because time is up for today. I mentioned this earlier. This is a very helpful question to use at work. The question is, can I ask you for some feedback? Can I ask you for some feedback? We talked about it up here in part 1 with number 3. I'm having trouble with noun phrase. Yeah, I'm having trouble with noun phrase, right? So what do you do if you are having trouble with something you're working on? We talked about this. It's done, but could I get your opinion on this part? This is another way to ask. Can I get some feedback about this thing? Can I get some feedback about the design? Can I get some feedback about the introduction, right? To respond, usually people will say, sure, what's up? Sure, what's up? You might think, oh, that's kind of casual at work, but usually someone's busy working and you say, hey, can you give me some feedback on this? They go, oh yeah, sure, what's up? It sounds kind of casual, or sure, no problem. If the person is busy, they might say, let's schedule a meeting. Let's schedule a meeting. You might hear that as well. And you can use that as well too, of course. Okay, so that's it for today. Let's finish there. Woo, I'm mostly on time. So today we talked about some very common questions that you can use at work and a lot of sample answers that you can use to respond to these questions. So I hope that you got some good ideas that you can use at work and in your emails right away, yeah? Like I said, these patterns, I know that some of these, like especially here, they have lots of really small words, but make sure you practice. Like for today's practice, if you want to do some practice after this, just practice writing these out. Write them by hand, write all of them out by hand. Just copy these sentences to get them in your brain, yeah, to get these patterns in your brain. Okay, so that is it for today. If you want to take a screenshot, I will walk away now so you can take a look at the board. Ba-dum, beautiful. All right, and that will be it for today's lesson. So thank you everybody who joined today. That was fantastic. Thank you so much for your great comments. Next week, I'll be back. I will pull up lesson information for next week right now. Next week's live stream, what did I plan for next week's live stream? Yes, this one's gonna be fun. Next week, I planned a live stream for exercising in everyday English. So I want to talk about the words that we use to talk about caring for our body. So like everyday, like maybe weight training or going to like running spots or other different kinds of exercise, right? How do we talk about stretching and so on? So next week, please join me. I think that will be a really fun lesson, and we'll learn some really, really common words that you maybe don't think about so much in English. So please join me again for that. That will be at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is New York City time. If you don't know your local time, please Google it or set a notification on Facebook or on YouTube to get notified when we start this lesson. Don't forget to find your 2,000 word ebook from the link below or above the video on YouTube or on Facebook. And if you want to find me on Instagram, the link is in the YouTube description, so check that out. Thank you so much to everybody for liking and sharing the video. Have a great day. Thank you for your great comments. Have a great week. Have a great weekend, and I will see you again next time.